Welcome to Monday Moments. If you haven't done so already, please consider joining our First as Kids group on Facebook. Can you guess what today's story is about? If you guessed Jesus and his friends, then you are so right. We have another Bible story for you today, which comes from Mark 2, 1 through 12. Let's break out our Bibles together. My Bible tells the story like this. More and more people heard about Jesus and the amazing, wonderful things that he was doing, and more people came to him to ask for help. One day, Jesus was at a house, and a huge crowd gathered around him. A group of friends arrived carrying a man who couldn't walk. They wanted Jesus to help their friend, but the house was so full of people that it was impossible to get in. They were desperate to see Jesus because they knew he was the only one who could help them. So they came up with an idea. They climbed to the top of the roof, smashed a hole in the roof, and lowered their friend down right in front of Jesus. Jesus looked at the man on the mat. All the things you have done wrong are forgiven, he says. Because your friends have faith, you are healed. Now go, get up, and walk. Wow, how amazing is that? Not only did this man who had not been able to walk was able to walk away from this situation, but Jesus forgave him. Last week, we learned how to pray with Acts. The C in Acts stands for confess. When we do something we weren't supposed to do, we have to tell Jesus that so that we can be forgiven for our sins. Sins is just a fancy word for things that you did wrong. I choose to follow Jesus every single day because the reward of following Jesus is so awesome. We get to be his best friend. Let's say it together to our friend Jesus here. Jesus, you are so awesome. Now, Jesus is going to go find a hiding spot this week in our children's wing. If you find him on Sunday, you need to tell him the Jesus word. What's the Jesus word, you might be asking? Well, the Jesus word this week is forgiveness. When you find Jesus, find a volunteer and tell them the word forgiveness for a prize. I'll see you next week.